So I was scrolling through Twitter and I came across this tweet about the Kiwami 3 demo that released a few days ago, and yeah, this doesn't look good. I'm sure you all have seen this tweet by now, but that does not look good. So I thought to myself that, you know, it can't be that bad. It might just be a bad screenshot taken at a bad time. So I decided to download the demo for myself. I wasn't going to because I wanted to wait for the full release, but I downloaded it anyway. I checked it out and yeah, this game looks weird. I don't know why, but everything feels like really saturated, really bright. The textures don't look as good as they should be, like the water texture, for example. It looks better in the original Yakuza 3 than the Kiwami 3. Yeah, it just feels really weird, this location. I don't know if it's because it's a demo build or not. Like, it could be fixed in the full release for all we know, but I doubt it. It feels like these mods, like a funny, like I saw a lot of people comment this reply in this tweet, and it was this screenshot of the GTA San Andreas realistic mod, which made me laugh. But yeah, it looks exactly like that. It's like, where are the shadows? Where's the shading? It's like somebody modded this game to add all of these buildings and locations. It's just like, I don't know, man, it just looks really weird. Just really weird and off. But yeah, like I don't remember the other Yakuza games in this Dragon engine looking like this. Like, they look okay. Some of them had those weird color filters like Kiwami 2's green filter, but yeah, they still looked okay. They still look pretty decent. They still look good. Then you have the combat of Kiwami 3, which I'm actually okay with. It's okay combat system. It can be pretty fun. It's pretty fluid, things like that. But I'll be honest, I've never been the biggest fan of the Dragon engine combat. I preferred the older engine because a lot of the moves just felt more weighty. They felt like they had a crunch to them. Like, some of the moves hit hard, and I feel like with the Dragon engine, a lot of the moves, they feel really light, very fast, very light. It's just like there's not as much impact to these attacks, but regardless, I still found this enjoyable to a level. Then you have the Mine story, the Dark Ties, which I enjoyed for what it was. I like Mine's fighting style. It's fluid, you can jump off enemies and do combos. It feels pretty nice, so I've got no issues there. I love his whole Dark Awakening edgelord style where he just goes like beast mode. I like that, and then they play some deathcore music. I love it. I love shit like that, so I'm actually looking forward to Mine's story. I'm looking forward to his journey and how his relationship with Daigo Dojima develops. I've got no issue with Mine's side of the story. It's just like Kiwami 3 as a whole. It looks weird and it's not as good as it should be. The biggest concern with this game is the revised ending, which got leaked through some data miners. I won't mention it in this video just in case there's somebody who hasn't played 3 and they're watching this video, but however, I will link the tweet in the description which explains the ending of Kiwami 3. It's just like, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's actually really bad. Like, it's worse than fan fiction, I would say. Like, they're retconning so many things. It's just like, does anything even matter in these games anymore? Like, that's where I'm standing right now. I'm just gonna be quite honest. I feel like RGG have been slipping in this past year. I feel like they've been losing a bit of direction. They're doing too much. Like, you had the Pirate Yakuza game, I think it was just okay, nothing special, but then you've got this Kiwami 3, all the retcons, and beyond all of that, you've got the whole Yakuza 0 Director's Cut disaster. You know, they delisted the original Yakuza 0 so people can purchase the Director's Cut, which is, in my opinion, the inferior version. It has a worse localization. They added a bunch of new cutscenes, which I think ruins the story of Yakuza 0, and yeah, now they're doing the same to Yakuza 3. The original Yakuza 3 will be delisted, and the only way you can buy it is through buying the whole collection as a package, so you cannot buy it individually anymore. That's because they want you to buy this Kiwami 3 version. What are we doing here, man? And it's just a shame because, you know, RGG have worked so hard to build up all this goodwill with fans over the years, and over the past year they've just ruined it. Like, the general opinion around these games have become more negative. I don't blame people for thinking that. But do you know who I actually feel bad for? I feel bad for the new players, people who are getting into the series for the first time. Like, imagine they're playing Yakuza 0 for the first time, they're enjoying that masterpiece of a game, and then they make it to Yakuza 3. They're obviously gonna play Kiwami 3 because it's the shiny new toy. What they don't realize is that the Kiwami 3 retcons renders a large chunk of Yakuza 4 irrelevant. Like, they will go from Kiwami 3 to Yakuza 4 and they will be really confused about what's going on. And that's what I'm worried about, and that's why I feel bad for them for having to go through that. But yeah, I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not as attached to these games anymore as much as I used to. Like, I was a fan of the Yakuza games in like the 2010s, like the dark ages of Yakuza. Like, if you were a fan during those times, you know what I'm talking about. Like, we didn't know if we would get a Yakuza game out here in the West. We had to wait 4 years for Yakuza 5 to drop. It was an absolute wasteland here for us. But yeah, I used to like really love these games. And Yakuza 0 is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, it will genuinely be in my top 10 video games of all time. It's just a masterpiece for me. I love Yakuza 5, I love Yakuza 6. I know it's a bit controversial, but I did like Yakuza 6. With the recent games, I just feel like they've been losing a bit of direction. You know, with Infinite Wealth, for example, Ichiban felt like a background character to that game. But yeah, it's just like, I'm not as attached to these games as I used to be, which is a shame. Like, Kiwami 3, I won't buy it on the first day. I'm gonna get it on a sale. I know we have Stranger Than Heaven releasing, and I know that's gonna be an amazing game. I love the whole noir setting, noir aesthetic. I love anything noir related, so I will enjoy this game. And I think the fact that it's so far away from the mainline time period, we could enjoy it. There'll be no convoluted storyline, there'll be no retcons, so I think that will be a good game. We will enjoy that. But regarding the mainline game, it's just a complete mess right now. I don't know what they're planning with these retcons. If they're trying to do some whole Avengers Endgame type scenario, I don't really know. And I don't think I care anymore, to be honest. You know what? RGG, just give me a new Judgment game and I will be a happy customer. I love the Judgment games. I miss Yagami, I miss his crew, I miss the whole vibe and atmosphere of those games. I feel like Lost Judgment is the best Dragon Engine RGG game. I feel like the combat in that game is as good as it gets. Like, it's so good, and I had so much fun with the 3 different styles Yagami had. It's just like, you had the blueprint to a good combat system in Judgment, and I'm just wondering why they couldn't translate that into the mainline Yakuza Like a Dragon games. I don't know, maybe it's a different stylistic approach, different direction, different people, I don't know. But regardless, yeah, I love the Judgment game so much. RGG, if anyone's watching, please make a new Judgment. You could do whatever you want to the mainline Yakuza games. You could retcon everything, I don't care. If you give me a new Judgment, I will keep my mouth shut and I'll be a happy customer. But yeah, I just wanted to give my quick scrambled thoughts on Yakuza. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you want, and I'll see you around. You know what? Let me just show a Kuze fight, because why not?